Hot dusted mummy pussy! Get in my coffin!
That wasn't a 4-second wait.
Hot dusted mummy pussy! Fucking mummies!
Yeah, good enough.
The spirit of Little John overtook her.
Look, I just had to tell you guys.
What is hip? Tell me if you think you know. What is hip? If you really hip?
This is the F Plus Podcast, your place on the internet for terrible things, red enthusiasm. In the room tonight, we have Jimmyfranks.
Signs that this has happened to you. 1. Severe tooth pain. 2. Your anus was loose when you woke up.
Food Train Gear.
I went a full month of jacking off twice a day. I saved a lot, then let it thaw. I then injected it in my ass. It was amazing.
Oh, Isfahan.
Warning, sounding ahead.
Ooh, he's right. Portax.
Reading horrifying sock transformation porn written by Equitars is my anti-drug for some reason.
And Lemon. You ever worn a pair of panties on your head, then run down the street naked while high and on Special K?
No.
No, I'm just wondering.
Usually.
I'm doing it now, brother! My ass.
It's on my bucket list.
What is hip? If you really hip, the passing is the show. What is hip?
Hey, F Plus.
Hey,
Hi, Lemon.
How are your minds?
just a blank slate.
Squishy!
Functional.
Okay, good. Are they exceptional? Do you feel like you're using 98% of your brain, or are you using 2% because you heard that fact once and you never looked it up and you think that humans only actually use 2% of their brains?
The second thing you said.
My brain is milk.
I want to introduce you to a super fun place called the Hip Forums. The Hip Forums, much like a recent very fun topic we had, the Shroomery, the Hip Forums is a place where hip people, let's call them hip-ees, would gather and discuss their views on, I don't know, probably like religion and stuff. But that's not what we're looking at, because A-Meat went through and he cut through all of that bullshit, and so we're just going to read about hippies fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So,
Come on, people now. No, really. Come on, people now.
come on, people.
Yep.
Now.
So, we're going to start this off with a thread that Kiko Avaru started. That looks like Jimmyfranks to me.
Yeah.
And Jimmyfranks, what are you looking for?
I've been looking for a particular sort of sex toy for a while. With no luck.
Okay.
Well, maybe somebody here knows where to find it or can help look for it.
Well, what
He doesn't want the sex toy to have luck. He wants an unlucky
is there any sort of what sort of sex toy?
Well,
would this
it's
be?
pretty simple. I'm looking for a sort of vibrator ring shape that could be placed on or around the penis. I can actually find things that like that. Really, the stumper is I wanted to have a USB plug so I can connect it to my computer, and then certain programs or games could control the intensity at which the device vibrates.
So he wants to put a rumble pack on his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially,
He wants a rumble dick.
essentially a programmable device for sexual games. Does such a thing even exist?
Probably.
No, to be clear, it must be small. I don't want a big, bulky thing laying around home. As I live with people that I pretty much rather not explain what it is,
Yeah, they know what kind of person.
Listen,
you are.
I am not getting the optimal Leisure Suit Larry experience.
Oh, my God.
I was thinking it's like Mario teaches typing or something.
Yeah, something small. It can be easily tucked away out of sight, and you spur the moment. Also, it should have a good hold. You don't want it to be a hands-free thing.
What the fuck?
It just vibrates up the cock and flies off.
Wha-blow! In your eye.
Yeah. Closest thing I could think of would be an actual video game controller with a rumble pack built in.
All right, good.
But those don't have quite the desired intensity. Neither do they fit quite right.
Yeah, because they're not rings.
You see, I'm controlling your dick with the power of my mind.
Force feedback. Would greatly appreciate any help with finding something like this. Smiley face.
My name is Eat Lysergic Acid.
Ooh.
I'm creeping a t-shirt.
Welcome.
Jeans, baby, I don't fucking care. There's a new flashlight with a USB plug that I heard about. I think the main use is with certain porn videos, which the flashlight replicates in some way or another. The flashlight replicates a video. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I'm not sure on the specifics, and it's a bit larger than the ring, but it sounds like what you're looking for. Spread love!
Number of links in that post, 0. So yeah, no shit, you're not sure on the specifics.
Yeah. I got this Captain Power toy, and I hooked it up to my dick and pointed it at the TV. Didn't do anything for me, but I got like a high score of 500.
And for everybody who got that joke, be sure to take your medication later. Your Centrum.
Boots, you had a question about women,
I
right?
did.
What's your question about women, pro guitar player?
Oh, I'm a pro guitar player. And as a professional stage lead guitar player over the years, I've had my share of sex with women.
Sure, I imagine.
I'm honestly not trying to brag, believe it or not.
Comes naturally. Yeah.
Sometimes, whenever I would wake up the next day after drinking, fucking, and drugging all night long, I felt ashamed and dirty.
But fuck it.
Yeah, anyway, most of these extremely horny females I met in those nightclubs would always try their best to get a man's cock down their throat because they knew this is what men really enjoy the most out of sex.
Ladies, that's not.
They would try their
Try their
best.
best. Yep.
So there's like a training montage for like eating bananas and what have you. Eye of the tiger and shit.
Yeah.
Stuffs a whole egg down her throat, then another one, then another one, then another
Running
one.
up the courthouse steps in Philadelphia, shoving a banana down her throat.
Nothing's ever gonna keep the dick down. You're the best.
One girl told me one night she wanted to deep throat me and cum in her throat just so she could tell her nightclub friends that she performed the sexual act on the lead guitar player in the band.
Really?
I will never understand why females get so horny watching musicians play their musical instruments on stage.
Both a parenthetical and a quote.
Yeah, parenthetical quotes and a superfluous question mark. Ironically, I really have problems with question marks here.
Punctuation?
Maybe he's a valley girl. Like, ironically.
Maybe he works for Fox News.
Some people say women love the dick.
This same girl came up to me the next night while I was walking off the stage and tells me, I told my girl-friends that I deep-throated your cock and came all in the back of my throat. I told her this was really disgusting and turned around and walked away.
She said that.
She said
According
that.
to these quote marks.
Because otherwise I told my girlfriends that I deep throat cock and love the cum. Oh, that's gross. Anyway, do you want to deep throat the cock and love the cum?
No,
I'm a woman,
the
so
woman
yes.
said that.
Oh, okay. Well,
The woman said she did that. Then she told her friends that it was disgusting and turned around and walked away.
Also, just so the listeners know, anytime he says deep throat, it is typed in all caps.
All caps, yeah. He's trying to flag the search engines.
She kept coming back to the club almost every night, telling me she wanted to deep throat me once again. I finally asked her.
Did you?
I don't know.
Really asked her?
Why does this turn you on so much? She said, I only like to deep throat men's dicks without any other sex, especially good-looking guitar players.
Good-looking guitar players?
Especially good-looking guitar players?
Apparently this guy thinks you need, like, a buffer question mark around the actual question mark sentence.
Some women have told me they like to deep throat a man's cock because it is an extension of their pussy sensation.
that's my pussy sensation.
It's an extension of their pussy sensation.
Their throats are extension of their pussy sensation?
It's the hot new pussy sensation that's taken the country by storm.
The pussy sensation sweeping the nation.
Is this true? She told me whenever some women get really horny, their entire bodies are horny all over. Unlike men, that seems to be the only horny in their dicks. Seem to be only horny in their dicks, unless they are gay and like sex in the butt.
Oh, that kind of gay.
I'm really horny in the butt, you guys.
Butt horny tonight, huh?
That's gross. Why aren't you horny in the throat?
She also told me that it made her cum all over pussy
Yeah.
whenever a man came inside the back of her throat. Some women have also told me that sometimes sexual intercourse hurts their pussy. Another
That was the excuse they gave him?
Yeah. Oh no, it really hurts me.
Another beautiful young 23-year-old girl I met while I was performing on stage would always get between my legs and deep throat me, and I could see her butt going up and down while she was making her pussy come the same time in my hotel room.
3 miles away.
Man,
An
this
automaton or something?
man, this would make me horny as hell while she was deep throating my dick. Which is a quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gandhi.
Anyway, buy Cialis online. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Personally, I can't even stand the thought of any man sticking his dick down. Sorry. Wow. I can't even stand the thought of any man sticking his dick in my mouth. I just love to fuck women and lick their pussy.
Why did you add that right on the end there?
Daisy.
Is that like your no homo thing?
Daisy emoticon.
Thank you for sharing your findings, Dr. Kinsey.
Yeah, the second season of Masters of Sex is really dropped in quality.
Really? From the first season? Wow.
Can I read Let Love and Take Hold? That's a first response.
Yeah, by all means.
Yes, all of them. If they tell you otherwise, they are lying and crave your dick in their throat even more than the others.
Yep, okay.
Sure.
That guy's letting love and take hold.
Yeah.
Down their throats.
And then Jimmyfranks, you are pressed rat.
Deep throat!
Okay.
Nuzzling!
Nuzzling! So let's move on. There are, as I said, Amy put this thing together, and he put together 3 different threads on panty sniffing. Now, we can't read all of them, so we'll have to choose one. So we'll have to take a guess. So, Portax, would you like to read the panty sniffing thread started by Chunky Banana? The panty sniffing thread started by Shale, who is 69 years old, or the panty sniffing thread started by AP Crazy Guy.
Please not the second one.
Oh, picking the second one would make you upset. I guess I'm gonna go with AP Crazy Guy because that was my favorite class in high school.
Oh, I thought it was Associated Press Crazy Guy. He's a news stringer.
The AP guide on panty sniffing.
No, guys, I got bad news. It means armor-piercing crazy guy.
So, Portax, you are AP Crazy Guy.
Nice! I'm crazy!
And what's your thread called?
I think that is called Sniffing Panties? Is that normal?
Sniffing panties, question mark. Is that normal?
Sniffing panties?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Something about this forum just does things.
People don't know how question marks work on here, yeah.
Okay, so I made a post. Just incidentally, this is pretty good because Big Cool Dick likes this post. He doesn't just give those out, you know.
No,
That's like a cool side of the day award.
Yeah.
Fucking GeoCities side. Big Cool Dick.
His dick always has sunglasses
By the way,
on.
all of my jokes for this episode are going to be from 1997, in case anybody was wondering.
It's fine. All right, so AP Crazy Guy, take it.
All right. Hi all. Hi.
Hi.
This may be weird, but today I would like to confess that I like to sniff panties of my girlfriends. Friends who are girls.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. Right from my childhood, I was a big fan of girls' panties. Mm-hmm. The flowers design on it, less than 3 plus white color panty would just make me erotic.
Would make me erotic.
Make you erotic.
Make me erotic.
All right.
Just loved the way they were designed. I also like to rub my dick on it.
I liked one of those things more than the other.
I just like to take my dick and just moosh it all over there, like, you know, rubbing a dog's nose and pee when he goes on the carpet.
Yeah, that's the part that Lemon likes.
Yeah. Now I am 21 and I like to sniff panties.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I go to a friend's place, I visit washroom and start sniffing panties.
Why are your friends leaving their panties in the washroom?
Yeah.
They know, because that's my thing. I stop by and they're like, that's crazy panty guy.
If we don't put a pair of panties out for him to sniff, he's going to go rooting through our drawers and
Hey, P. Crazy guy just hangs out on squatters forums.
It's kind of like E.T. and the Reese's Pieces. You know, it's just a little trail of them. Never got a chance to sniff a used once.
Elliot.
I just like to see the structure of those and imagine the way my friends would look in it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, this actually harkens back to a joke from quite a while ago, but I love panties because women's pussies are in them.
Just want to know why this is kind of weirdness? Is anyone having such tendency here?
And Isfahan, your resistance isn't futile?
Hi, my name is Resistance Isn't Futile. I once said to a boyfriend that he had to choose between my love and enlisting in the military. He chose the military.
Okay.
But I really, really love the man, still do. And I slept with his boxes for about a month after the breakup. I hope he's happy in Afghanistan. He is. That's where most people find their happiness is in Afghanistan, I can tell you.
I'm assuming she had the boxers, like, in her hands, and she's like, okay, you can either get as far away from me as possible in Afghanistan.
So he was wearing them, and she was holding onto them, and he was just like, the only way I'm going to get out is if I step out of these boxers. And she's just still, and so he's gone, and she's still holding his boxers.
Hey, this is Bury Me in Smoke. Hey, it's a gift that keeps on giving, so knock yourself out.
Ooh. That's a
Okay.
victimless crime.
My name's Sexy Panty Lover, and I'm 70, according to this forum. Yes, I agree. If it turns you on when sniffing a girl's pair of panties, then it's okay to do it.
Yeah, that's good logic.
yeah. Anything that turns you on is acceptable.
Oh.
I know when I took my girlfriend's panties, I would sniff them and then get a hard-on. Then I would put her wet panty, just the one, I would separate the panties into panty and panty. I would put her wet panty against my cock and start to masturbate in them. Soon I was shooting a good load of cum onto the panties. I loved it. I always had a good hard cock for her whenever we had sex. I would even wear her panties to bed when having sex. She loved it. Wink. Today, I still wear panties. Yes, I do sniff them. And also, I jerk off in them, too. I love panties, and I enjoy wearing panties.
I believe you.
So go ahead.
No, I need more
Like,
proof.
it's so, like, because one of the things is that, obviously, Amy found this by just searching, sniffing panties. And so this thread, like, as you scroll down with it, it's flagged. And so as you scroll through the flag, you can just see highlighted, sniffing panties, 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 sniffing, panties, panties.
So, I see that Isfahan was very upset with the idea of Shale. He shows up in this thread.
Oh, does he? Well, then Isfahan should probably
does.
read Shale.
Ah, that's a good idea.
Me?
Yeah.
It is
You got a little picture of yourself there.
Yeah,
and,
I'm
The Throwback
I'm a buff
Thursday.
grandpa.
you're a lifetime supporter.
Yeah, buff grandpa. I beat up teenagers who manhandle the toaster. It is a common fetish. I am really into natural body odors and particularly like to explore used panties of female acquaintances when I have the opportunity. Their surreptitiousness makes it more exciting, though I have
Oh, no.
Okay. Though I have never left any of my DNA on them. It came back from the lab. They couldn't pin shit on me.
Oh, dear.
Oh my god. However, writing erotica is another matter. Here is an excerpt from my erotic piece titled "The Panties" from 1989.
No, never mind, Isfahan. Never mind. Never mind.
Cut down to the third paragraph from your excerpt.
The sweet smell of it was unbelievably exciting.
I'm gonna guess it in this case is panties.
You guessed correctly.
I'm gonna guess it's pancakes.
All right, let's see who's right.
It's not success.
It was a map of her crotch that my nose could trace.
Pancakes.
See, I was right.
The outer edges smelled of sweat and the sweetness of apple cream. And toward the middle, still surprisingly sweet, The dried urine was more volatile,
Christ.
with a trace of
Can we get Lou in here?
ammonia
Take over.
penetrating deep into my nostrils. My excitement let me momentarily enjoy the sour smell
Looks
of
like
the
we all have the Jimmyfranks curse today.
the sour smell of the brown streaks before returning my nose to deeply
come on!
savor the dried essence left by the young woman's vagina. Inhaling deeply, I could almost feel the crystalline particles that were once a fluid part of her body
So she had kidney stones?
enter my nostrils. They lodged along my moist membranes. Oh, come on, now it's Eye of Argon. And took new life, remaining with me long after my nose was removed from the panties.
Forcibly by the cops. As I
Yeah,
was being
that's a nice
arrested.
story you got there, but I'm Irminsul.
Oh, hey! Hey,
I'm
what's up?
Irminsul, and I never give up the opportunity to sniff anything that's touched a hot female's cunt snatch.
I'm Ashton Kutcher. This is Cunt Snatch.
This is very upbeat reading.
All right. That thread is terrible.
Yes.
And,
Farewell.
Sorry to the listeners. Not really sorry to you guys. But we're gonna move on. This thread is called "Why Guys Fail to See Most Beautiful Girls Is Really a Goo." And Portex, if you'll take that, please.
Sure. Oh dear. I can't. I am sure. Okay. White guys fail to see most beautiful girl is really a goo. Shakespeare wrote, "She was so beautiful, she almost looks like a boy." When I go into town, I have to time and again tell the younger guys that sail with me that the beautiful girl that he is staring, that is really a boy.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Happens all the
Yes.
time.
In fact, the number one reason I know it is a boy is when the beauty
Is
is
this
too
written
much.
in iambic pentameter?
Girls can't be pretty.
I don't know. There's a lot of line breaks for some reason.
Yeah.
I have been told most straight men, I guess comedic straight men as opposed to the wacky sidekick,
Yeah.
will continue to have sex even after learning back in a hotel they brought back a boy. Further straight men
Fuck it. I'm not gonna go
that
back out.
intentionally look for a lady boy usually still consider themselves straight. So does this mean guys really search for a fantastic face? What kind of face is it? All of this is quite odd to me since I have no attraction to
Pretty
women.
odd to me, too.
But that's, I mean, not to get too much into the psychology of ladyboys, but that's kind of the point of a ladyboy, is that the ladyboy is supposed to look like a hot girl. Like, that's what the ladyboy's going for. So, like, oh, God, okay.
You're
Give up on that.
thinking about this way too much, Lemon.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to carry my thought through, and then I just felt sick. Gross. So, Boots, you are PB Maze,
I am.
and you have a fun game that you want us to play.
Yeah, I do. Guys. All right. Ready for this? I've been working on this for weeks, and you're gonna be, you know, I'm so glad you came over on a Friday night to my house to play this game with me. This
Sure.
game's called Pick Your Top 2 Gay Fantasies from 10.
Okay. 8.
No,
Oh,
those aren't
okay.
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have fulfilled nearly every gay fantasy I've had. There is one big one left. I just have to say 2 words. I do.
But you just did. I mean, you typed it anyway. You can't
Get
say that out
Done.
loud.
That's 11.
Is it getting married?
Anyway, so yeah, here we go. 1.
That's enough lead-in.
Yep. The camping trip with the muscle hunk. You share a tent and explore. 2. Just go to a sex party. 3. Just one man that says I do. 4. To take on all comers.
Oh, comers.
And
spelled
it's
that way.
that spelling. Yeah.
5. The big naturist gathering. Naturist gathering,
Yeah,
I suppose.
Naturist, yeah.
6. The Mile High Club. 7. Identical twins.
Ew. Good lord.
8. Your own identical brother.
I think you said,
No,
ew, good
no.
lord, a little too quickly, though.
He's the oracle.
Yeah, fucking these other twins was great. I should fuck my own.
Also, is he talking to, like, us, the reader? 'Cause
Yes.
I don't have an identical brother.
Get one.
Mom! Can you help me out?
No. 9. Your own harem of hot studs. And
Ooh.
10. To be stuck as a boat boy and used by sailors.
Okay, so since this is the internet,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume he wants to be a boat and have people sail on him.
Yeah. A boat boy.
A young boat.
Yeah.
A boat that hasn't fully grown into a schooner.
Become a boat
His
man.
anchor hasn't dropped.
Maybe you can spend your time doing a DeviantArt search for Boat Boy. But while you're doing that, I'm going to read the words of Fabricator.
Ooh.
Fabricator. And this thread is called Inserting into Penis?
Oh,
Question mark. And the tradition of question marks continues.
Yeah, there's 4 of them now.
no. Did someone just, like, holding a bag of question marks just trip and fell all over this forum?
Hello, I was wondering if and what anyone has inserted into their penis. I have done it a few times.
To wear penis?
Into their penis.
Okay.
The one over there.
The first time was with a Q-tip and it was lubed. I must warn you that it felt really good while doing it.
I must warn.
I must well warn you, much like my urethra.
Yeah.
It felt really good while doing it, but then it hurt to pee.
Imagine that.
I mean, a real burning sensation for about 3 days. So, obviously, the second time was with an 8-inch long wire tie. It is flexible. This felt good also, and I didn't have the burning afterwards.
It's almost like there are pieces of fibers coming off of the Q-tip and staying in your urethra. God damn it!
Yeah, you just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the first time we've covered sounding anything other than maggots?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Good.
I don't know. Let me go through my fucking insert to dick Rolodex here and come up with an answer for you.
Why hasn't someone updated the F+ wiki about this?
Yeah, so while Portex is going through her insert into dick Rolodex, Lemon, continue.
Let me tell you about the third time. The third time was very experimental, and I went online and saw that when you catheter a male, it is like 14 inches long, and you penetrate the bladder. I went out and got a long flimsy piece of plastic. Oh, I'm getting hot.
Yeah.
Round in shape.
Losing consciousness.
Flimsy.
Yeah. Flimsy.
It hurts a little, but feels really good. And I kept lubing it as I was slowly inserting it. I had about 12 to 13 inches in, and I could feel it poke into the bladder. Probably. Here's a sentence that's probably not a smart thing to do.
I don't know. Like, probably,
It's debatable.
maybe. Yeah. Can we get Mythbusters on this shit?
Well, I was experimental. I felt curious.
Very briefly, Fabricator becomes the most self-aware person on this forum.
Yeah, that's over. I was experimental and I felt curious. It felt good that night, and I even came! The next 3 days were like the first time. It burned to pee for 3 days. Hope to hear some feedback. Thank you! Bear in mind, this is a place where people talk about, like, like what they see on acid. Like, that's what the point of this forum is.
Yeah. Well. It's like every forum has a hidden sex part, and this one isn't even hidden.
Jimmyfranks, you are Raman. R-A-M-A-N.
Oh, am I?
Raman.
Hi. One day I inserted a wire into my penis first time. I use small wire, and day by day I use a long wire about a length from my elbow to finger. When I inserted it, was going without any disturbance. I feel good. It was so nice. In my college, nobody was in my room. I took a wire, which was slight big, and I inserted it into my penis. When I inserted that, it punctured my urethra entirely and started bleeding like menstrual blood, and I was afraid. About 100 milliliters of blood will spit it on my bed. Don't know what to do.
Jesus.
It never stops.
I just like, early on you said there's no body in your room. Like, you cleared out all the corpses.
Need to fix that!
I wonder what college he went to, because holy crap, he can't write.
DeVry, I use a sponge in my penis to stop blood, but it never stops. One day I go urinate, it comes a red color. I don't know what to do. Up to next day, I didn't sleep, and I check every 1 hour by going to the bathroom when the blood stops. But the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning, I went to the bathroom, and I started urinating and getting blood. I cried.
I think he's actually losing blood as he's typing this.
And after complete urine, I again forced to urinate. That just normal urine came without blood. Finally, I relaxed. For the next time I start, insert a HP wooden pencil to my penis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Ford in 2 years.
Later, lead, refill pen, etc. I usually use a wire called phone wire. I'll bisect the phone wire, which consists of 2 lines, and I use one line inserted in my penis. It's feeling super now. Friends, when you insert, unsharp the edge of the wire and insert, or don't leave it.
What the fuck? What?
I feel the next.
Okay,
I feel the next step here. I feel the next step here is he's gonna get like pipe cleaners and googly eyes and shit, and just. Put it all
So I stuck a wire up my dick, and I bled like hell. Then I did it again.
Stuck another wire on my dick.
It was really painful.
After about 6 times, I figured out the wire was poking me.
Well, now I know how to really annoy the people at Hobby Lobby. Portex, you're going to love this thread. So this is sort of a continuation of another thread called Do You Have a Signature Sex Move? Do you have one special move during sex that keeps him or her coming back for more? Your special twist on a basic or something new altogether? And the thread goes in some places, but then there's a split thread by fuck, ass, bitch, cunt, motherfuck.
MVP.
I recognize that as the thing I kept saying during the Poke Girls episode.
Yeah, speaking of, Portex, tell me about your sex move.
My signature sex move?
Yeah, this is your signature sex move.
Okay. So my name is fuck ass bitch cunt whatever.
Yep.
And my sexual act is based on the splashing around Pokemon Magikarp.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
My other move is called Throttling Lemon. It's a special move. It's only got one step to it.
Go on.
Magikarping, or to Magikarp a person, is for one to continue sex until the moment in which you are to ejaculate.
Yep.
At which moment you must pull and
must.
flop your penis in the pool of sperm you have just released upon the partner whilst shouting Magikarp, carp, 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 like Magikarp noises.
Wait, I can't picture this. Can you spell it out a little bit better?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I can.
So how does this go?
Yeah. It can be seen as a legendary act. That doesn't make any sense. Magikarp is not a legendary Pokemon.
Right.
Anyway, if carried out and a humiliation to the victim.
Yeah.
Also known as your sex partner.
You'll prove to your sexual partner just how low her standards have gotten.
Yeah.
It's like, well, your defense stat is high enough. Let's go for it. Magikarping a girl. Dash, for some reason. Have sex until about to come. Pull out. Come on, belly. Flop penis into pool of cum. Shout like a Magikarp.
Yay!
Print out this handy card and take it with you.
It's the latest craze sweeping the nation. Magikarp.
I like that summary was about the same length as the original explanation, so it's short enough. Still didn't read.
I also like how people have been talking about shoving stuff up their dick and smelling panties and stuff like that. This is the thing that nobody felt was worth replying to.
Yeah, there are no replies. 4 users are reading this topic.
On.
0 members, 4 guests, and 0 anonymous users.
Jimmyfranks, which of these 2 things would you like to read about? Would you like to read about civil rights and severe pain, or would you like to read about the fact that Christmas is satanic?
Man, I'm going to go with my gut on this one and go with the latter.
Okay.
the latter of the 2. The number
Okay,
2.
Christmas is
Yeah,
satanic.
Christmas is
Terrific. All right. If you'll just take well, you'll stop at some point. But yeah, just tell me about yourself. Your love incarnates, and tell me about yourself here.
My name's Love Incarnate, and Christmas is satanic. Did I miss something else you wanted to know?
Well, I proved your point, I guess. I'm not convinced yet.
Christmas is satanic. Santa is an anagram for Satan.
Yawn.
Right?
What?
And
Shut your
Claus
mouth.
is an anagram for Lucas. Luke/Lucas is the root of L-U-C, Luke, Lucifer, root for Lucifer, so Santa Claus equals Lucifer Satan.
Glenn Beck, I'm telling you, you need help.
Did you know that Lucifer and Luke have like some of the same letters in them?
All right, look, I sense
Skywalker
some doubt, some suspicion. Let me continue. It is the time of year when people go into debt to the Germanic banking cartels to trade consumer goods to make the rich richer at the cost of destroying the earth via raping resources.
And that's Christmas's fault.
Right.
Well, that's okay. Fine. Then I won't celebrate Christmas. I won't be Christian. I'll be a Buddhist. I'll just be Buddhist. And I'll what?
Also,
What's wrong?
the Buddhist greeting, Namaste. If you rearrange the letters, me Satan, me Santa. New Year's Father Time is Saturn, which also represents Satan.
If you could clarify this for me, because I'm not quite following. So if you just
if you could just like rearrange
bring
letters,
this down to earth so I can follow.
if you could just rearrange letters a little bit more, I think I'm almost convinced.
Any questions, please ask. I have 40 years research behind me.
Wow.
This decoding of Santa is my work and fits into a larger published work, which copyright I don't wish to lose posting it publicly.
Publicly.
Just wanted to make sure that we would pronounce that pube.
Just a snippet of very evil, dark secrets which make a 5-volume book of code breaking consisting of 1,107 pages. Thank you very much.
It took me 40 years to figure out that Santa is an anagram for Satan. I like to imagine it's just 1,100 pages of him rearranging letters and words.
Isfahan,
Yes?
Wish Booster wants to talk about desire fulfillment.
Hi, everyone. I'm Wish Booster. Desire fulfillment. Hi, I'm new to the forum, and I'm wondering whether you can give an opinion of the project that we recently have started? It happened again.
It's Johnny question mark seeds. That's thread too.
We've got an infestation going on.
We are a software development group. Now we are developing a mobile application through which people will help to grant each other's desires. It's called Wish Booster. After a user makes a wish in the app, other users help to strengthen the manifested desire by adding their intention and energy to support a wish. And there's a certain technique to strengthen others' '*s wish.
Good. I like apps. I'm into apps. Like, I'm an app kind of guy, yeah.
After some time, you realize that the wish came true. But don't be so attached to the desire, because the important thing is you should let it go. Are you still with me?
Nope, but keep going and
Okay.
maybe I'll catch up.
For more information, just Google Wish Booster.
Already did. I just found Facebook.
Share your opinion with us. What do you think of the project? Would you like to take part in the Capital Public Experiment? You may give your real opinion. Criticism
thanks.
and all the suggestions how to make it better are welcomed.
Okay, my name's Laughing Buddha, and hi, Wish Booster.
Oh, you're Satan.
Can you elaborate a little more? I checked your webpage, but I'm a little slow in understanding. Maybe can you elaborate with some examples? Say person A makes a wish that everyone should be happy. What next? Overall, the impression is I would like to know more.
Hi. Thanks for your attention. Okay, let's start. You know that...
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, get comfortable. You know that our app...
He's just rubbing their hands together. Oh, you want crazy,
Someone
do
get
you?
down
Well,
on my post, yes. You know that our app is supposed to help people fulfill their desires. However, somebody's power cannot grant your wish, but it can awake your ability to fulfill your desire. Because... Yeah, anyway. Often one has no enough energy to make one's wishes come true. Why don't say that some power will come and make everything for you? But we do say that there is a partnership between human and the universe. How it
I don't
works?
say that.
First, a man puts his energy into intention.
Oh, yeah.
Second, other men energize him and his intention even more via the app.
Yeah.
Third, all this joint energy, emphasis on joint, will stimulate him to act and align with vibration.
My mom caught me doing that once. I got grounded for a week.
Yeah. The universe, with its creative power, doesn't do all of your work, but it gives resources and create the conditions for the desire fulfillment.
Like make apps?
The application Wish Booster is needed for people to make them feel support from each other. The unity of people means the unity of their energy. We've tried it and it works. Now we are
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Good.
going further.
You have clinical studies.
We want to make a global, again capitalized, public experiment. To stay updated, sign up for our news. Just click Get Free Mobile Application first on the main page of our site and agree to install everything it tells you to. No, it doesn't say that. And there is one important thing left. You should do whatever needed to make your wish come true, but you must let go of your wish. How should you do it? It will be possible via the app. Good luck.
Good,
Okay.
Because it's literally a contradiction.
Good luck in making your life beautiful. P.S. Have you tried different methods to grant your wishes? Maybe you have the one that you discovered by your own?
Well, I did have this magic lamp, but I think this app's probably a little more convenient.
I like that, like clearly just wishing hasn't actually made this app exist. Like you have to develop. Oh wait, wishbooster.com. Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Wishbooster.
I see, you're wrong. It does work. Now you have to download it.
Wishbooster.com. This webpage is not available. All right, cool. Sign up and learn more. Okay. Boots.
Yeah.
You is your energy? Would you say that your energy lately has been good, or has it been bad energy?
Or is it like a magical energy, a spiritual energy?
Of course, obviously,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
A will to get out of bed.
Yeah. Is it good?
All of it.
Okay.
All of it's been perfect.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that your tattoo was attracting bad energy.
Really. Except for that problem that I have.
You forgot about that, did you?
I forgot about that, but now that you brought it up, I'm going to talk about it endlessly.
Okay, but first you need to tell me what your avatar is.
My avatar is sort of an evil BMW logo.
It's the Grateful Dead
Grateful
logo
Dead.
inside of the BMW logo.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Grateful Dead logo. Okay. Yeah,
I like
sure.
the teddy bears.
Boots
Those
just
two
knows
things.
about the dancing bears. He doesn't know about the skull.
Yeah. That's like chocolate and peanut butter, Grateful Dead and BMW. So tattoo attracting bad energy?
Okay,
I'm unfocused Anakin.
sure.
This was a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not sure if this is the right religion form for this. I have a problem.
All right.
I had a bit of a goth phase when I was younger and became interested in LaVey style Satanism.
Oh, okay.
I was an atheist, so I did not believe in an actual being that existed called Satan. I was interested in making the most anti-Christian statement I could. Anyway, I ended up getting this symbol tattooed on me underage. On me underage! And it's like a shitty dragon with a moon.
Yeah.
And an upside down cross. So, okay. It was a tribute to a certain satanic metal band that I loved, as it is their symbol.
Oh, well, Jack Chick, I will send you the link. And
Yep.
I know what band he's
Historically,
talking
it
about.
I got that same tattoo. Wait, this is...
Historically, it was used by Vlad the Impaler, Dracula, and in theory it was a Christian group called the Order of the Dragon. But it was a Knights Templar sort of group, in which it was probably worshipping something else. This gets into the Templars being Illuminati, but that is a long topic. In a nutshell,
yeah.
that would mean that in fact they worshipped what a Christian would call Satan. Plus, I know for sure the symbol is used by a band that is outspoken about its anti-Christian views. So I feel the symbols attracted negative energy and beings, even if historically, if it was not meant to. So I feel the symbol has attracted negative energy and beings, even if historically it was not meant to. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's attracting negative beings. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Surely-
that is true. We are reading it, so he's not wrong.
It has been several years since I got the tattoo, and for a long time I have thought I just have to live with it and hide it while being embarrassed about my past. But lately, I have begun to think perhaps something has attached itself to me, especially recently. I see the number 666 in many places, like much more often than should be normal, and I have felt breathing on my neck when I sleep at night, as well as things being different and being in different places than when they were left.
Oh, you're just being gang stalked. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I wonder if some of the negative things that have happened to me over the years were exacerbated by this tattoo. I just figured it was life, but I don't know now. I don't know now. I'm not familiar with now.
Don't know now.
I don't know now. So my question is, would getting it cover up... This lack of punctuation makes this really ambiguous. So my question is, would getting it covered up destroy the power of the symbol?
Where is it tattooed?
If so, what...
Is it tattooed on the tip of your nose?
It's on my body.
It's like normally, like,
If so-
wearing clothes would cover it up.
If so, what would I would be interested in something with a positive meaning, something that might even attract the good energy to me. If that doesn't work, it would at least be something positive to me. Or what can I do besides spending thousands of dollars having it lasered off? Something I have wanted to do since shortly after getting it. I have not had cover-up because I don't want any more tattoos. But I feel I might have to pick something. I recommend a big black
Might
circle.
have to? Like, is he sitting on the tattoo, like, table? Tattoo, it's
Is
like,
that how
hurry up.
tattoos work? You just get another tattoo on top of the old one, and the old one disappears?
No, that's how they work. You get
Yeah,
a bigger tattoo, a darker tattoo on top of the old one. I knew a guy who had a black flag tattoo, which is a terrible tattoo to have because it's 3 giant black bars. And he decided that he hated Henry Rollins, so instead he got a tattoo of a bomb. Just like a giant black circle on his arm. There we go!
Doubling down.
I always get picked to be searched at the airports, but...
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we cannot go to the hip forums and not do a little bit of trip reports. So to that end,
Whoa!
we're going to
I fell on a banana on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. Can I post on here?
call this out for a vote here. Doobie60 posts about the best worst trip I've had. Frog Feet
Went to Disney World. is
Frog
closed.
Feet 123 posts about potentially difficult trip, pleased by the outcome. And Cold Brains posts about worst shrooms trip ever? Question mark.
I'm leaning towards the first one.
We need the question.
You going
mark.
for that?
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
DB guy.
Doobie Guy. His username is reassuring.
All right. It's a bit long, so it's fun. You're going to start it out and tag out whoever you like when you're ready.
Okay. The worst, best trip I've had. All right, I'm Doobie60. All right, I had some pretty strong acid. We were tripping in my flat, me, my brother, and 3 friends, and we had a bag of 40 trips. You're only supposed to take 1.5, 2 max. Anyhow, I took 3. But
No, you should take 1. That's why they're portioned out by 1. There's a reason why a tab is a tab.
Look, they're like potato
Oh, man.
chips.
1.5. What the fuck?
if you trip good on 1, then 3 must give you 3 times as good a trip, right?
Sure,
That's how it
yeah.
works.
It's not like lysergic acid diethylamide is poison or anything.
But I got more acid in me than that. We had fresh tabs, which were still kind of wet, and I was ripped in all 40 in half to give to people, but I put my fingers and thumbs over the whole surface area, so
Jesus Christ.
I guess they got a lot of me.
Jesus Christ.
So some time goes by, and I start tripping crazy hard. I looked down at the blanket I was laying in a pattern of space, was going by it, and I felt like I was falling into it, like planets, stars, everything in perfect 3D detail was flying by. It was amazing. They were playing a fantasy game on the TV, Fable 2.
Thank you. Oh, phew! That would have been a blank hole.
Water came pouring out of the screen. The lightning bolts, which were there to make it lighter, and fireballs came flying at me. The music was so jumbled. I had no idea what I was listening to. Then this whirlpool
You were listening to Fish.
was in the middle of the screen, swirling into blackness. When I stared into it, I felt complete fear. But, like, a calm fear? I do not know.
So not fear, then.
Then I blacked out for a bit, and I adopted a different voice.
What voice did you adopt?
I adopted the voice of Jimmyfranks.
All right. A calm fear. A happy sad.
Yeah.
I woke up and went to the bathroom to piss. My bathroom light was broken, and my brother was playing a very, very, very evil-sounding song, Vertigo by Spectra. I started pissing black, and when I looked into the bowl, the black turned into baby spiders, which got bigger as they crawled out of the bowl onto the floor.
Holy shit.
My dick looked like a fucking eyeball, dude.
So
He's
was
looking at
your
you, penis.
dick fucking like a dude that had a giant eyeball
My
for a
dick looked
head?
like a fucking eyeball. It was a dude, like it looked like an eyeball, but it was a guy, and he was fucking.
And then I formed the residence with 3 other dicks.
Just fucking beat me to that joke.
Yeah!
The wall started to get red and started pulsing. Faces started forming on them. Evil ones. Heads started growing out of the walls. Then bodies. They were oozing some sort of thick black goo. It was hell. I looked into the mirror and saw the same whirlpool as earlier, but it was over my face. Needless to say, I ran out of that bitch and screamed, "Turn this fucking music off!" I went outside and I just saw black and like red eyes everywhere. Came back in and was like, "Promise me you won't go out there, man. Don't go out there." I laid back down on my bed and blacked out again.
To remind... Oh, go, dear.
And that's when all my friends learned to hate me.
No, I'm fine. I can't just take 1 hit of acid. I'm way too normal for that.
When I woke up, I felt amazing. Like I was in heaven. Utter bliss. I was in the center of the universe. All of them. I was sitting on my bed and, like, waves were passing over the room. I could see them coming at me, like thin lines packed closely together, but only one would come over the room at a time.
Okay, great. Good.
And when they would, people would be in a different place, or everything would be on fire, or the furniture would move around, or everything would be blue, or we'd be sitting around a campfire, or something.
Something along those lines.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So there, I figured that no matter what universe we're in, we're always in the same place, just different things are happening.
Okay.
When I looked in the mirror during this, I just saw a big glowing ball of energy, which looked like Mercury, the liquid metal, not the planet, you guys. I looked in front of me, and it was there. It was like my looking glass. I could move it around the room and see what was really going on. I think that was my ego or something.
Or
My key to the
whatever.
real world. Crazy shit, eh? After that, I blacked out a bit again. And then I transformed into a Canadian with a red beard.
Yeah, and then everything was normal. Well, normal for acid.
Yeah.
Except the fact that the time stopped.
Sure.
Nothing was moving, but, like, my friend was looking at me, and my brother was looking down, and my friend was looking at the corner of the room, and so on and so forth. This is normal. But it seems as if, like, each of them were looking at, like, another person.
Sure.
And
That makes sense.
Yeah, and one to the next, and it ended up at me, so it was as if they were all looking at me or something. Confused. It makes more sense on acid.
No, I bet it doesn't.
You kind of had to be there
Yeah.
and on acid.
Anywho, after getting bored of sitting there and stop time, I fell asleep
I'm
again.
so bored of my magical powers.
Yeah, I fell asleep again,
Okay.
and then I turned into a sassy guy.
Well, I fell asleep again. I woke up later, and I guess I started tripping again really hard, and I shat my pants. Yeah, it happened. Right after one of my friends said, "Imagine if someone were tripping so hard they shat themselves." I'm rolling my eyes right now. Anywho, that's my trip. I hope you understand what I was trying to say. And got a nice mental image. I put some shitting in there for a mental image. Hopefully it wasn't as terrifying, though. Ha ha! If anyone sees any deeper meaning or something, please let me know. I wonder what
deeper meaning
truth
in
I've
your
unlocked.
I I dropped 3 times the recommended amount of acid, bothered my friends, and then crapped my pants. Yeah.
Okay. There's one more trip report, which is different in form, and I think worth reading. So it is called "Hello, guys. I had an experience to share." Portex, why don't you start this one off? You are Yoni42. Again, just go until you're ready to tag.
All right. Hey guys.
Hi. Yoni42.
What's up? 1 year, I had into a psychosis state.
Sure did. Yep.
Yep, who among us hasn't, you know. But I learned a lot of things about what I experienced, and that's what I want to share with you. I learned about the physical world and psychology, how the mind can affect the physical world, and how the world can affect the mind. Thing I learned, you guys already know because you take psychedelic drugs, and the first thing that we learned about psychedelic drugs is the ego. The ego make us thinking we are better than others or lower than others.
Yeah, that's true.
The ego will separate us through reality, make us thinking that reality and us are separated. But it's not the truth. The truth is that we are not separated from reality. We are connected to each other. But, and this is a big but here, but the ego will lie to us, and sometimes the lie will make us thinking that he is the truth, but it isn't.
The ego will lie to us. Well, it already makes us think that we're not inside of reality, but it lies from there?
Yeah. And, you know, I would continue this, but, you know, I gotta go clean my AK-47,
Sure.
so...
Okay.
Yeah.
When the ego affect us through psychedelic drugs or reality, the ego will not let us to face the truth about ourselves. We take psychedelic drugs to understand us more than we know and understand more the reality. I really think that's the way it's spelled. Around us. But psychedelic drugs will not change you. It will make you to understand new thing that was hidden about you in the physical world. When the ego not affect you, wrong effect, you will feel happy and peaceful at the end of the trip. But when your ego affect you in the end of the trip, you can be anxiety.
I am anxiety incarnate.
Depressed or in a psychosis state, and you will be not connected to reality. That's what happened to me. And it depends about how much the ego control ourself. I will write 5 sentences about what happened to me to prove what I mean, and I will write...
thank God, proof. All right, finally. Here we go.
And I will write it in the voice of Lemon.
Okay. So, to prove what I mean, when I start to become anxiety in the car with my friends about what they think about me, I started to disconnect and throw reality, and it felt like you go inside, throw a black hole, and you are nothing at all, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, in that state, I was thinking that I know everything, but the truth was that I don't know nothing. It's like reality proved to me that he is more strong than I thinking at this moment. I didn't know simple question. For example, quotation, 5 + 4, quotation.
It's not that he didn't know the answer, he didn't know the question.
Yeah. I'm thinking 9, but I don't know why.
Why don't they ever have math problems on Jeopardy?
I didn't know the answer, and it make me sick. Depressed. Depressed.
Yes.
And then, something happened. I accepted the situation that I'm stupid and nothing at all. There is the moment when the ego didn't affect me, and I accept the truth about me in this moment. When I accepted this, I was back to reality, not complete.
Yeah.
And, Boots?
What is the lesson about that? The lesson is that the ego is the lie and will make us negative feelings and thinking.
Negative feelings.
Well, we could give you the gold, or we could go with negativity.
With reality.
We could go with dark matter.
Yeah, you take one bite and your face explodes.
When you will go to women, when you will learn in class, university, when you go to work, And the ego will affect... Well, we assume that most homophones are the wrong ones.
Yeah.
In this.
Yeah.
And the ego will affect you in the moment things will not work out well. When the ego is not in the moment, things will work.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be happy about what we are, because in every person, you could find the bad and good things. The bad and good are relative to each person. Now it's Jimmyfranks' turn. Jimmyfranks, read what's next,
No way,
Jimmyfranks.
man. This is bullshit. You only read like 4 lines.
There isn't that much left.
Fine. We need to be happy about what we are. Because in every person you can find the bad and good things. The bad and good are relative to each person.
I understood that entire paragraph. It was only a sentence, but still. Got it.
Do things not by your ego. Do things by what you really are, and it will work. And you will be the happiest person. We need to be thankful about every moment in life. Also, if sometimes things don't work good for us, because we can see the good thing about the bad and learn from the experience. Remember, we can never control 100% our ego, but we can learn to control our ego more than the ego will control us.
Oh, that makes sense, sure.
When the ego affects your though about something you want, you will not get it. When the ego affects your though about something you don't want, you will get it.
Okay.
When the ego don't affect you though about something you want, you will get it. When the ego don't affect you though about something you don't want, you will not get it. Here's a diagram.
What's the diagram?
Here is the bad.
What's the bad? What's the bad look like?
It's a black circle.
Okay, great.
Here is the good. It's a white circle.
Okay.
Here's the bad that isn't the good. It's a white sperm with a black dot. Here is the good that isn't the bad. It is a black sperm with a white dot.
Yang.
Here is life. Is the yin and yang.
Wow.
It's a 2 sperm 60-90.
Thanks for reading my post. Hope to have some comments. Love.
So that's really how you can understand things about life. Just have a lot of words pass through your head, and then if you get enough of them, then you'll just be transported to another plane. Everything will work out fine. F+, what do you think we learned from any of this?
I learned that if I have some horrible problems with my dick as a result of sticking shit in it, I should probably just keep sticking more shit in it.
Nobody likes a quitter.
Yeah, at first you don't succeed, shove again.
Yeah.
We really just, as you know, Lemon, just glazed the surface of how much weird poop sex stuff is on these forums.
Yeah.
I feel like we're leaving a lot on the table.
Okay, fine, then. If you want to just break from this point and start off with Nike Girls thread on watching your partner dump, then by all means, I don't want to keep you from that if that's what you're looking for.
All you do is dump.
Yeah.
No. You're in it now.
All right.
I'm kind of picking up on the pattern between like genuine crazy and like drug-induced kind of crazy, because the stuff people write about like their trip reports and just drug use in general, you read it and it doesn't make much sense, but you can kind of pick up on how it maybe made sense to the person on drugs as they wrote it. Or like it just requires that very singular point of perspective to understand what's going on.
If 2 or 3 people are together and they're all doing acid like in the same room, then they're going to have trips that are not parallel but are like concurrent. They're in that same general attitude, although they're still in very, very different places. And so, like, if you would say, the random crazy misfiring of my neurons, reprogram me into this way that makes no sense. And isn't this really the truth? Well, no, of course not, because everyone else, had their own neurons, re-scrambled into something completely different.
Yeah.
Because it's called the hip forums. And so, the shroomery is the shroomery. The shroomery is the place for, mushrooms. That's what we do. That's where we are. That's where we're at. But the hip forums is this is I think a culture of bon vivants. and of people that like to deep throat.
Yeah.
Well, it's also it's a fucking huge.
It is.
forum.
It's
It has
absolutely massive.
It has millions of posts. So while this is a fascinating sample, I don't think it's exactly representative of what's there. It's a representative of what's interesting.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of the material we covered tonight was like an old person who just discovered the internet for the first time. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait, I can say anything on this and nobody knows it's me?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Hey, internet, what happens if you take your poop and put it in somebody else's butt?
Yeah, there's not... Usually with seasoned internet weirdos, there's a whole lot of, like, crazy lingo and a bunch of, like, wink nod, you guys know what I'm talking about, and a bunch of... weirdly specific stuff, but this really does seem just like a gaggle of idiots being like, "Oh my god, someone can learn about the time I shoved paper clips up my cock."
That's a super good point. Like the forum's so big and so sprawling that like they should be able to like nail out some sort of jargon, especially like the fact that like we read 2 different trip reports and like they didn't have the same sort of like, "Oh, and then I went to a shaky stop," like
a shared vocabulary.
Yeah. Well, I think that's that goes back to Portax's point, is that a lot of it, like, especially considering the sex stuff, a lot of the I'm going to guess younger people we've read in the past, they're coy about it. They're very man-childy about their use of language. But these people know. They say, "I put stuff in my dick and my penis." They don't say, "I put stuff in my love rod," or "I put stuff in my happy place." No, they say, I shoved that thing right up my dick hole. And it's
to support Jimmyfranks' idea of it being a forum of old people. By far, by more than double the second most populated thread or subforum is random thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, so is like Andy Rooney?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a forum of Andy
I like to
Rooney's.
imagine it's that random thoughts forum is kind of like a proto-Twitter.
You see, these days, the kids aren't shoving the good paper clips up their dick. In my day, you had to walk up the hill.
And if you want to go to a forum of Mickey Rooney's, go to Ball Pit.
which one of us? We're all Mickey Rooney's. Jesus.
Whoa, that would be a bad trip right there.
If given the choice, I would prefer to be Andy. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.